For years, the entire world was caught up in the electrifying glitz and glamour of a singular epic showdown. Every newspaper, every news channel, every self-proclaimed expert was asking the same question, their headlines screaming, "Who will be the next EV king, Tesla or BYD?" As Elon Musk unveiled futuristic cyber trucks and BYD flaunted its revolutionary blade batteries, the narrative felt fixed, the future seemingly decided between these two titans. But while the spotlight fixated on the flashing innovations of Silicon Valley and the rapid expansion of Shanghai, a different, almost invisible fire was quietly brewing. Deep in the cold, unforgiving weather of Russia, a company largely dismissed by the global auto industry was silently building something that would soon send seismic tremors through the entire market. No grand claims, no extravagant fanfare, no unnecessary hype, just quiet, methodical work. The vehicle they produced, the Moskvich 3E. This is the same Russia often stereotyped as an automotive relic stuck in the past with outdated tech, a land where cars like the rugged but rudimentary Lada were synonymous with the roads. In the high-stakes, fast-paced EV race, the world confidently assumed Russia lagged hopelessly behind, years if not decades from true relevance. But Moskvich, a name from a bygone era, was about to prove that the real game changers don't always play loudly. Sometimes they play with a chilling, understated power that takes everyone by surprise. Its emergence isn't just about a new car, it's a profound challenge to assumptions, a testament to resilience, and a silent storm gathering on the horizon for the seemingly unshakable thrones of Tesla and BYD. In the final chilly months of 2022, as the global auto industry debated Tesla's ever-evolving, sometimes glitchy autopilot features and BYD aggressively flaunted its impressive battery innovation posters, Moskvich quietly brought an old, forgotten Renault plant back to life in Moscow. It wasn't a flashy billion-dollar new factory, it was a defiant act of reclamation, a symbolic gesture of self-reliance. They decided it was time to launch an electric vehicle that wouldn't just be affordable, but so robust, so inherently reliable that the whole world would eventually be forced to take notice. And that's precisely where the Moskvich 3E was born, an EV crafted not with delicate sensors and luxurious displays, but with the raw, unyielding soul of Russia itself. This wasn't some soft-edged concept car, it was designed to be robust, profoundly durable, and refreshingly straightforward. The Moskvich 3E isn't just any EV, it's a solid electric SUV with practical battery options of either 55 kilowatt hours or 66 kilowatt hours. Charge it once and you'll comfortably cover 400 to 500 kilometers, a range that often rivals and sometimes surpasses its far pricier competitors. While the global narrative often paints EVs as city-only vehicles confined to urban commutes and short trips, the Moskvich 3E boldly declares its identity. I'm built for the long haul. I'm built for the real world. Its looks are no less impressive. Sharp, angular headlights, a wide, confident stance, and a modern design that stands toe-to-toe with any contemporary European SUV. There are no over-the-top tech gimmicks, no unnecessary frills designed just for show. Just raw, real power, meticulously engineered for purpose. This wasn't just about building a car, it was about building it for the world's most demanding conditions, a philosophy that would prove its inherent strength. The true genius and the silent menace of the Moskvich 3E lies in its unwavering commitment to what the average person actually needs, contrasting sharply with the industry's obsession with luxury and complexity. This car is engineered for the unforgiving, for harsh conditions where roads are a brutal challenge, where weather is relentlessly extreme, and where unexpected obstacles lurk at every turn. Whether it's negotiating treacherous icy streets, battling sub-zero temperatures that freeze lesser vehicles, or conquering rugged unpaved terrain far from urban centers, the Moskvich 3E keeps going. Its resilience isn't born from a lab. It's forged from a land where endurance isn't just a desirable trait, it's a fundamental way of life. Its strength begins with its simple yet robust technology. This car doesn't rely on flashy, high-tech features designed solely for dazzling screens or ephemeral trends. Everything it offers, from its powerful motor system and integrated battery pack to its refreshingly minimalist interior design, is built with durability and long-term reliability as its core principle. Moskvich understands that true innovation doesn't come from fleeting gimmicks or futuristic drone-like promises. It comes from the kind of unwavering strength that proves itself on the road, day after brutal day. This focus on fundamentals is reflected in its performance specifications too. With a robust 193 horsepower electric motor, it delivers instant torque, blasting from 0 to 100 km/h in a brisk 8 seconds, putting it squarely toe-to-toe with many European-style performance cars. And when it comes to charging, the Moskvich 3E exceeds expectations. With DC fast charging support, it can reach an 80% charge in just 30 minutes, meaning no more tedious, hours-long stops during essential long trips. On the design front, it makes no compromises. Its SUV form factor provides high ground clearance, a bold presence, and an angular, modern aesthetic that not only looks tough, but commands a strong presence on any road. It's a vehicle that communicates its identity through strength and confidence, not through superficial showiness. When it comes to safety, the Moskvich 3E leaves no stone unturned, equipped with standard safety features like ABS, EBD, multiple airbags, and traction control, making it reliable even in the most challenging conditions. This intense focus on fundamental no-nonsense capabilities leads to its most disruptive power, its extraordinary price point. This is where the Moskvich 3E triggers an earthquake in the global EV market. Consider this seismic shift. While companies like Tesla sell even their base model cars for what amounts to 40 to 50 lakh rupees in many international markets, and BYD's mid-range EVs often exceed 30 lakh, the Moskvich 3E offers an SUV-sized vehicle with over 400 kilometers of range and Russian durability for approximately 20 lakh rupees. This isn't just a difference, it's a chasm. It fundamentally proves that you don't need to empty your pockets for impressive range or robust build quality. While big companies inflate prices with opulent features and luxury brand promises, Moskvich zeroes in on the core need every customer holds dear: a long, reliable journey without stopping midway, without breaking the bank. It transforms the EV from an exclusive status symbol accessible only to the wealthy elite into a trusted, attainable companion for the common person. The Moskvich 3E has elegantly captured a truth that bigger companies, blinded by their own grandeur, forgot. Customers want a reliable journey, not a burden of fancy, often unused promises. This car doesn't have flashy auto park systems or augmented reality gimmicks floating in the air. What it does have is real, robust, and built with actual everyday needs in mind. When an average customer is given the choice between spending a fortune on an expensive car or getting a reliable, robust, long-range EV at half the price, will they rush toward the pricier, more brand-driven options? Probably not. This is the real danger for the giants. This is the fundamental shift that's starting to take shape, forcing Tesla and BYD to compete not just on technology, but on the true balance of price and utility. When affordability and reliability come together in a market, customers don't fall for flashy brand promises. They look at the real value of the product. The Moskvich 3E has cleverly tapped into this psychology, and that's why it's quietly becoming a rising storm that could soon redefine market expectations. The alarm bells previously dismissed as distant whispers are now truly ringing for giants like Tesla and BYD. Until now, every startup that tried to challenge Tesla either stumbled over their own mistakes, got lost in the fierce competition, or simply fizzled out after bold claims and billions of dollars poured in. On the other hand, BYD did change the game with its formidable battery technology, stunning the world with innovations like the Blade battery. But despite this technological prowess, their cars still aren't truly affordable for the average person. Their prices remain out of reach for a huge portion of the global population. Amid all this, when no one saw it coming, the Moskvich 3E emerged as a formidable, almost silent challenger, striking directly at the coveted trifecta of price, performance, and reliability, a combination no one else has mastered in this segment. Tesla continues to focus on its expensive autopilot system, its full self-driving packages, and its high-tech gimmicks, which are mostly accessible only to wealthy buyers in premium markets. But a colossal portion of the world still craves a car that offers an affordable, robust, and utterly reliable journey. And this is where the Moskvich 3E plays its biggest, most disruptive card. It speaks to people without convoluted promises, in clear, simple terms. If you want a strong, reliable, and affordable ride, I'm here for you. BYD's greatest strength was its robust battery technology, which reduced charging times and boosted range. But Moskvich 3E has now struck an almost perfect balance with its affordable battery packs and long range, a balance that even BYD will find incredibly hard to ignore. Now, for the first time, people have a viable option that delivers everything: us. They once had to pay a premium for, at a fraction of the cost. This is why auto industry experts are openly declaring that the Moskvich 3E is a real wake-up call for the entire EV market. It's a stark warning that Tesla and BYD cannot afford to take lightly. If they don't act decisively and adapt, they'll soon need to find new ways to protect their thrones, because an affordable, strong, and reliable journey is no longer a distant dream. It's a Russian reality. The significance of the Moskvich 3E extends far beyond mere automotive engineering. It's a powerful, almost defiant geopolitical statement. It's Russia's quiet but resounding declaration that no matter how much the world underestimated its technological prowess, it is rising again, and it's doing so not with grand announcements or media glitz, but simply by letting its work speak for itself. While other nations in the global EV race were showcasing flashy prototypes and high-tech concept cars that might never see mass production, Russia was silently forging a revolution in its old, repurposed plants. The Moskvich 3E is the direct result of that quiet, determined brewing revolution. It stands to the EV industry as Kalashnikov rifles once stood to the world of weaponry. Simple, utterly reliable, profoundly powerful, all without fanfare or self-praise, earning trust where it matters most, in the toughest, most challenging conditions. The Moskvich 3E has become a potent symbol of Russia's self-reliance. After the Ukraine conflict, when Russia faced unprecedented sanctions and foreign companies dramatically pulled out, many confidently assumed the country would inevitably fall behind in technology and industry, crippled by isolation. But Russia took this immense pressure not as a burden, but as a challenge. It demonstrated that true strength lies not in imported technology, but in its own unwavering resources, hard work, and resolute determination. This silent but strategically lethal entry into the EV segment with a vehicle like the Moskvich 3 indeed sends a clear, unmistakable message to the world. Never, ever underestimate the underdog. A nation that can innovate and create something entirely new, even in the teeth of adversity, undeniably possesses the power to shape the future. Through the Moskvich 3E, Russia has issued a new ultimatum to the global EV world. It's an open challenge that the future of EVs doesn't belong solely to a handful of Western or East Asian companies. This is now a truly multipolar race, and Russia has decisively joined it on its own terms, proving that it is not only becoming self-sufficient in its technology, but is also in a position to directly challenge the biggest players in the global automotive industry. This isn't just about the arrival of a new car, it's about the rise of a new mindset, one that boldly declares the era of affordable, sturdy, and reliable electric vehicles has begun, and countries like Russia can and will lead it today. Looking at the global EV market today, the picture is complex and utterly fascinating. Tesla undoubtedly remains the biggest name in the race, especially in premium markets like the US and Europe. Elon Musk's company masterfully built a brand value early on that transcended mere car manufacturing, transforming Tesla into a powerful symbol of cutting-edge technology and innovation. Models like the Model 3 and Model Y have solidified its position as the world's largest EV manufacturer by sales volume. However, its grip remains increasingly limited to the high-end premium segment. Meanwhile, BYD has quietly but rapidly gained colossal ground, particularly dominating the mid-range and low-range segments in its home market of China, becoming the biggest EV brand there. It has also aggressively expanded its presence internationally, establishing strong footholds in Europe, Asia, and South America. Other established brands like Hyundai, Kia, and Volkswagen are also accelerating their efforts in the EV race, investing heavily. But their market hold is still considered weaker compared to the dominant positions of Tesla and BYD. Hyundai and Kia have made notable entries with relatively more affordable EVs, while Volkswagen has attempted to strengthen its position in Europe with its ID series. Simultaneously, other ambitious Chinese companies like NIO, Xpeng, and Geely are gradually spreading their wings into other parts of the world, though they still face significant hurdles to achieve truly global scale. Now, into this dynamic, fiercely competitive equation steps a player like the Moskvich 3E, entering almost silently an unseen force. If Russia can launch it effectively on the international stage, especially into the vast, untapped markets of emerging economies, it could create a major, undeniable stir in the affordable, sturdy, and reliable EV segment. The global market is maturing rapidly, and customers are no longer swayed solely by brand value or the flashiest features. They are increasingly looking for tangible, practical value, reliability, and above all, affordability. The company that can strike the right balance of affordability, reliability, and widespread availability will inevitably dominate the market in the future. Tesla and BYD still hold a powerful grip, but if new players like Moskvich make the right strategic moves, the entire face of the global EV market could irrevocably change in the coming years. The Moskvich 3E is more than just a car, it's a true wake-up call, a new wave, and a rising storm that's forcing even the biggest names in the EV industry to fundamentally rethink their entire strategies. This car is not only carving a new path for Russia, but also serving as a stark, compelling reminder to the world that technology and innovation are not confined to a single country, region, or a handful of established giants. The real game changers, the true players who will shape the future, are those who possess the courage and determination to create something profoundly new, even in the toughest, most challenging circumstances. And when historians write the story of the EV revolution in the years to come, they won't forget that at a time when Russia faced unprecedented pressure from all sides, it quietly, defiantly introduced a car that gave the entire market a bold, unexpected new direction. The era of affordable, sturdy, and reliable electric vehicles is here. It's a Russian reality.